Changing the motor on the club booster may seem intimidating, but it's actually very simple and will only take about 10 minutes. You will need both a 3mm and 5mm Allen wrench, a Phillips screwdriver, wire cutters to cut a zip tie, and needle nose pliers. Do not use power tools. Only hand tighten all screws to prevent stripping or damage. You'll also need a chair with some padding on it to protect it, or a cardboard box or something similar to prop up the club booster on its main housing. It's easiest to work on the unit at around waist height, so you might want to put everything up on a table. First, remove the 8 Allen screws holding the console faceplate to the main housing. Pull off the console faceplate, exposing the wiring, and disconnect the pale orange battery wire coupling. It is critical that the left and right wire couplings are reconnected to their proper sides. The smaller wire coupling is marked on the motherboard. The left coupling will be the top coupling. We suggest using tape to mark the left couplings so you will easily be able to distinguish them when reconnecting. Disconnect both of those wire couplings. Cut the zip tie holding the wires off the wheel motor you will be replacing. Remove the 2 Phillips screws from the sides of the tube holding the wheel assembly into the axle. Caution: it is now time to remove the wheel assembly, but when doing so, make sure the weight shift does not cause the unit to tip over in the other direction. Hold the end of the wires on the inside to make sure they pass through the axle. Remove the 3 Allen screws holding the wheel motor and remove the 2 clamshell plastic parts and put them to the side. You will use them again when putting the new motor in. Remove the motor and put the new motor in place. Clean out any residue on the 2 clamshell parts and put them on the new motor drive axle. They will only go on one way. Reassemble the wheel assembly, putting the wire couplings in first, being sure not to bind the wires when inserting. Pull the coupling ends through the tubing. Use the needle nose pliers if necessary. Do not pull the wires with the pliers, only the couplers, to prevent damage to the wires. Hold the clamshell parts together and reinsert the wheel motor into the axle. Replace the 2 Phillips screws on the sides of the axle. Zip tie the wiring for the wheel motor by inserting it into the hole near the end of the tubing and cut off any excess. Reconnect all wheel motor couplings then remove the tape from the left wire couplings. Check all coupling connections to be sure they are snug. Reconnect the battery wire coupling. Replace the console faceplate. Now it's time to test the unit. You should be ready to go. We hope you found this video helpful and hope you enjoy your club booster for years to come.